In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get better at Dota. The best way, the easiest way, and really just so you guys can have a formula, because what I think people struggle with is they watch my videos and, you know, it helps. I hope it helps at least. But overall, it's like, where do you start? What should I play? Well, I'm going to be showing you right here today a really good formula to win MMR. This will help you win MMR and become a better Dota player, because I think people fear the idea. It's like, Speed, I know what you're about to say. You're going to tell me, you know, I need to, you know, pick a hero that farms a lot, and all I'm going to know how to do is play one hero that farms a lot. Actually, what I'm going to tell you is ways to avoid that. But let's start off, all right? Also, over on the main GameLeap website, I plan to do some more content in terms of pro replays. Usually, I focus more on doing the pro replays for YouTube, but I want to do a few for the main website as well. In addition, I'm doing Random at 6K. If you don't know what that is, Random at 6K is where I basically play pubs and I analyze my own games so you can get in the head of, you know, me, a pro player. Because typically when I'm doing these pro replay analysis, I have to, not completely guess, but somewhat guess on what they're thinking and what their opinions are. But when I'm doing my own replay analysis, I can give you exactly what I'm thinking and show you exactly how I win my games and how you can do it too. So the first thing I recommend you do is you're going to go to Dota Buff, you're going to go to Heroes, you're going to go to Economy, and you're going to be like, okay, what heroes are good at farming, right? And you're going to pick one of them. You're going to be like, you know, I like Alk, or, you know, like, I think TA is a good hero. And then you're going to be like, okay, I think that's a wonderful hero to play. Or let's say you're a support, right? Even if you're a support, you could look for a high net worth support, Bounty Hunter. This is a fantastic solo queue hero, at least in my opinion. Or what's another support you could play? Viper's been a good support lately. Veno's been a good support lately. Both of these heroes, very good farming as a support. Leshrac, Zeus, Pugna, Phoenix, any of these heroes. Frankly, you could pick any hero. Support is a little bit different, but like, let's say it's core. For support, I recommend you have a hero that just shoves out waves. You need to be good at killing creep waves. That's the main thing I want to recommend. You need to kill creep waves. Gotta kill creep waves. Then when you pick a hero, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Dota2ProTracker.com. You're gonna go to search for a player or hero, and you're gonna type in the hero name, and that is all you have to do. So let's say I like Phantom Lancer, all right? That's a fun hero. Phantom Lancer's a great hero, all right? What you're gonna do then is you're gonna be like, oh, BSJ! 9 minutes ago. Oh, let's go, baby. That's literally the perfect game. I love BSJ. Overall, you know, he was kind of definitely the face of GameLeap. One of the best North American players in the world, if not the best player in the world, played PL. You're like, I want to learn PL from the pro, because guys, all sarcasm aside, the point of this is you can't just learn yourself. Stop trying to learn yourself. It doesn't work, okay? There's some like good quote I heard. It was like, smart people learn from their mistakes and like geniuses learn from others. I really like that quote. I don't think I said it correctly, but like, it's basically saying that it's good to be self-critical. I always preach that. But the best of the best, they just copy what other people do, or they avoid other people's mistakes. And by doing that, and the way you avoid other people's mistakes is you just go to BDSJ and you're like, good lord, I mean, my man's popped off. 15-minute ment to 19-minute defusal. This is exactly what I need. And once again, sarcasm aside, this is key. It's key. You just copy the match ID, right? Really simple. You go to watch, replays, put it in, and then that's it. Voila. And if you're really, really impatient and you cannot do this, right, or you don't want to quote-unquote waste time, well, here you go, guys. I got the perfect solution for you. You don't like wasting time in queues, right? You complain about your queue times, right? You go to play Dota, you queue up for a match, specifically unranked, right? I recommend you start with unranked, because we're playing and learning new heroes that we're uncomfortable with. You queue up for an unranked game, you click download replay, or you know, click download replay first if you really want to be the god of efficiency, and you watch while you're queuing for a match. All I'm trying to say is, guys, if you want to get better and you actually care, you'll do this. Because I'm saying this and I'm making it a strict intro for a video strictly because it is the best way to learn. People constantly ask me, like, Speed, what should I play? How should I learn? Like, what should I do to get better? This is it. This is what I do with my coaching students. This is what I do by myself. This is it. It works. You learn from people better than you. Right? That's the reason I make the videos, to basically reciprocate this into a format that is more easily watchable, because I understand replays can be hard to watch, but if you really care, this is the place to be. Now, I just want to give an in-game example of what I really, really recommend to everyone in how to actually gain MMR. This is kind of like the overarching theme, you know, disregarding mechanics, disregarding, you know, like matchups, everything. This applies to literally every single hero, every single game. This is it, right? So we're going to look at Slark, because I haven't even watched this replay, but this is every single game, and I can guarantee I'll be able to make good points out of this, only because this is just how it goes, right? Slark, for some reason, is capturing a outpost and dies for it, right? All right, whatever. Clearly foolish, doesn't cast Pounce, doesn't cast Stick. You know, what you going to do, right? That's a misplay. But the real question, and what's actually more important, because frankly, I can't teach you not to do that. I'm sure there's a lot of you who would have done the same thing, even though you'd say in the comments like, oh my god, this Slark is unbearable to watch. Like, let's look at what he does next, right? It's usually kind of just this pattern of like, not really playing for efficiency. So first thing we notice is he kind of just wastes his spells, and what we'll consistently see is an inability to just look to amplify farm. That's usually the main problem with these players. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but as we can see here, he's just running off the wave. Instead of just killing a camp, he's just chasing some timber saw. I'm not saying that this is abysmal. It's clearly working out to some extent. I wish Doctor's killing himself. But the issue is, this is not the easiest way to actually amplify farm. What do I mean by that? Well, a hero like Naga or PL could basically just ignore these players, right? You could straight up ignore them the entire game. Why? Because they're not amplifying farm either. Frankly, that's just the reality of these games. People aren't completely amplifying farm. So what you do is you pick a hero like PL or Naga, which is why I said to go to the economy chart and pick a hero that is particularly good at farming. You completely ignore the lane, right? You completely ignore your opponents, and what you do is you shove in a lane and then you take jungle camps, and you might be like, well, Speed, I'm a support. How does that make sense? Well, what you do is you look for the open wave, right? What would that be in this game? What I would say is Storm TB top. What's the open wave if I'm a support? Mid lane. Mid lane. So if I'm this techies, I'm gonna go mid, right? I don't know if he is or not. If I'm Witch Doctor, I'm gonna go mid. I'm also not gonna rush meta boots because that's just awful. It's just really bad. There's a lot of things to change, right? But there's always all this mid farm. And what you're gonna see, instead of anyone trying to take mid farm, not a single hero, no one goes. No one's going. It's that simple. I didn't watch this replay, and I could have guaranteed you that mid just goes uncontested for a good whatever minutes, right? This always happens every single game without fail. And you might be like, well, Speed, no, this just happens to be a replay that you're watching. Okay, go watch one of yours and tell me if I'm wrong or not. I'm serious, guys. Look at mid. You want to know how to win these games if you're just trying to farm and snowball? I simply would ignore my team, even if I'm the Storm. I would ignore my team and flash farm. 49 CS. You see this Bloodseeker, guys? This is what we call beautiful. My man is 0-2, and yet he's probably still going to be fine on net worth. Yes. Want to know why? Because he has high last hits. You might be like, well, Speed, but clearly it's not doing enough for him. Yes, because he died twice in lane. Imagine if you do this and then get 2 kills in lane, the game is just instantly over. Also, if you do this with a hero that flash farms, right? I mean, Bloodseeker is actually pretty good at farming, relatively, but like a flash farmer, the game is so unbelievably simple. Like the formula, I'm saying. You can still make mistakes and still throw and not call any smokes and not take Roche and go high ground when you shouldn't. All these things could happen. You could start getting on the right pace. And then the final thing that I want to talk about in terms of efficiency is strictly the idea that if you're trying to get better at Dota, you need to set quantifiable goals. Right? Your goals have to be quantifiable. What do I mean by this? Well, you need to be able to tell yourself like, hey, what numbers am I going to try to improve from last game onto this one, right? So one example would be net worth at 10 minutes, or let's say I'm playing PL. When did I get my Manta? When did I get my Diffusal? Very easy to fix, right? If I'm playing TA mid, which I frankly think is one of the best solo queue heroes in Dota. When did I get Deso? When did I get Blink? When did I get BKB? If you can always chop down a minute every single game, or even chop down 20 seconds every single game, you're all of a sudden able to quantifiably track your progress. You know how much people typically track their progress or actually know if they're doing better? They don't. They don't. It's a complete guess. Every game is just a guessing game. And frankly, it's so bad. But I really like what Bloodseeker's doing, frankly. This is how I'd play every game. Now, he's getting ganked, poor guy. You know what I mean? Like, but frankly, I think when I was loading into this game, he's on like some 5 win streak. I believe it, because frankly, this formula of him just shoving in waves is good. Even though it seems like boring and low skill, and I'm not saying... What am I watching? Well, couldn't he have dunked him? Oh, he missed. Regardless. Actually, let's go back to Slark. Let's go back to Slark, guys. And I'm going to end up the video around here, because I think I've finally gotten my point across to a lot of you players, and we're struggling to get better. You just need to look for waves. Let's look at Slark for the last, like, minute. Still top, right? Still doing the same thing. Is it that bad? Not necessarily, because he's sort of shutting down the timber, kind of. But, like, look, why does he hesitate to take the camp? And now it's like, what is going on? Where are all these camps? It's like he doesn't know either. He's not keeping track of it. He's getting his camps yoinked. He takes some like abysmal camp that is just so far away from everything. Instead of just playing bottom, where he could actually contest, Bloodseeker in the early. You actually can contest Bloodseeker early game. Instead of doing something like that, he's just like metting around. Does he die here too? It's just so foolish. Like Slark at this point in the game doesn't lane that well against Timber. It's not unplayable. It's just not great. And he's doing it again. He's doing it again. It's like, I'm not saying you can't run at people as Slark. I'm just saying that you need, if you're really trying to easily gain MMR, you need to learn how to do what this Bloodseeker's doing. Because frankly, look at this, guys. Look at this. You see how he's the outlier? I don't know what rank he is. Let's check. Okay, so he's definitely one of the higher ranks in this game. You see the difference in playstyle? Please don't deny this. Like, please don't just be like, oh yeah, this just happens to be. No, this is the difference. Look at the last hits. You see the difference between Legend 3 and Ancient 5? You see the difference? Sure, he got 2 kills, right? But you see the difference, guys? That's it. Stop overthinking Dota. Please, stop. Just stop. This is it. Your excuses are over. They're over. Pick a hero, strive for item timings. If you mess up your item timing, fix it. If you mess up your skill timing, right? Like even a level 6 is something quantifiable. That's something when I was a support player, I would constantly try to better. I'd be like, how can I get a faster level 6? Because it lets you have a lot of impact, right? It lets you just actually have impact as a 5. That's something I'd fix. Look at this. Stacking camps. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's why he's on a 5 win streak. It's why he's going to keep winning. Frankly, if this guy even gets better at laning and doesn't go 0-2 to start, he'd easily win these games. You might be like, but his team's 2k behind and he could be rotating. I agree. Is this perfect? What is perfect, right? I don't know. I don't think you know either. But this certainly is effective. That's all I'm going to say. And yeah, hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this video. I'm going to look at a little bit more Slark gameplay just to really finish off and just ingrain this into your head, because that's how I like teaching people. I like just like making sure everyone fully understands that what they're doing is just unacceptable and frankly very changeable. But this is it, guys. Look at the difference. Gonna gain MMR? Not gonna gain MMR. 50-50 in games? Not 50-50 in games. I'm telling you, this is it. I honestly just love so much that he's playing around his Radiance timing. Playing around timings is another great way to actually know when to fight. It's like, people ask when they're playing core, it's like, oh, Speed, how do I know when to actually start fighting? Well, it's like, okay, what item timing can allow you to fight better than the enemy team? Right? Because that's one of the hardest questions to answer in Dota. Like, when should I fight? It's so hard to answer. A couple of things are like, okay, if they're diving or they're low or you can clean up, things like this. But for the most part, it's really hard to know. But as we can see here, like, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I'm in love. I love Gigahorse. I don't know who he is, but I just love it because even though this isn't perfect by any means, this positioning and his commitment onto the witch sector here is not a good idea. He 100% should have kited out. Movement is not great by any means. But what I will say is that picks up the Radiance, they start ticking. And look at the difference in this fight. Look at the difference. Radiance, Radiance. Dead, dead. Slark can't chase him. Now he's probably going to return kill Slark as well. All right, he should have turned much earlier. That's, you know. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm ending the video there. Instantly goes back to farming. I love it. I'm in love. This is so good. It's so good. It's so good. Fight ends, back to farming. This is so good. If you want to gain MMR, please just rewatch this video. Do everything I'm saying. Copy the pros. Watch what they're doing. And then learn how to play around timings and improve around quantifiable goals. If you can do this, you will get better. You will. You will, you will, you will. And I believe in you. You should believe in yourself. It's possible. It's not 50-50s. Your games aren't different. They're not weird. Algorithm is not against you. You're against yourself because you're not doing anything that is easy to track. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't like and subscribe. Appreciate it as always. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Bit of a different one. I know it's not like a, Dota video, but yeah, hopefully it helped. And I'll see you in the next one. Are you tired of being hard stuck at your rank? Over at GameLeap.com, we have a library of hundreds of guides authored by pro players and coaches covering literally every aspect of Dota. Whether you're looking to master a new hero or role, or just polish up your existing skills, GameLeap is the proven place for competitive gamers to hone their craft and unlock their secret potential. Hit the link on screen right now, to take advantage of our special offer for a 25% discount, guys. 25%, and start your journey today.